Watch this, Lise. You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
G'day gang, and welcome back to Lunch for Louie, and what you're seeing on screen right now is a broken man. This was the first cook I ever shot. It was nearly the last cook I ever shot. I cooked a burger, not just any burger, a massive burger. It's the burger with the lot. So, the plan for this video was pretty easy. I was going to cook two burgers. The first would be a burger with the lot, or Aussie burger, like you'd find it in a takeaway shop. The second would be a more refined version of the same burger. However, as you can see by the footage, I'm not in focus for any of the first half. The focus was pulled to the cookbooks and coffee machine behind me. Everything else is all blurry. So I'm just going to cut to the assembly and the eating and go through the ingredients and a few things worthy of mention. Okay, so for the truck stop version of this burger, you'll need a big burger bun. I went with a jumbo lunch roll, usually untoasted, but I couldn't help myself. Then we have two big swirls of generic barbecue sauce, followed by beef, our tasty cheese, which is like a cheap cheddar cheese, two rashers of bacon, fried egg, a pineapple ring, then beetroot or sweet beet. On top of that, we have some cooked onion, which was definitely meant to be nestled down with our proteins, then tomato, shredded lettuce, and we pop the top on our burger with the lot. Now, I ate this thing all up. It was awesome. They're super good and they remind me of growing up here in Australia. They're savoury, they're sweet from the pineapple and beetroot, they're crunchy from the lettuce. They're a really, really fun burger. They do have their shortcomings. The bun goes soggy, the shredded lettuce goes everywhere, the sauce uninspired. To mention, they are absolutely massive. These things can clock in at up to 1500 calories, which is, I don't really give a fuck about that, but we can take the whole burger to the next level. Starting with our buns. So, into the bowl of a stand mixer goes 3.5 cups of plain flour, followed by 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Give them a quick mix to combine. After that, we will add half a cup of mashed potatoes, 1 egg and 1 cup of warm milk. Then add in 7 grams of yeast, which you definitely didn't nearly forget to put in. Then get your mixy thing mixing up until everything is combined before adding in 160 grams of softened butter. Then keep your thing a-stirring until you end up with a shaggy bowl that looks something like this. Then, with a set of wet hands, grab your new shaggy friend and shape them into a kind of round shape. Then plop them back into the metal bowl before covering with plastic wrap and leaving on the counter for about an hour or until doubled in size. Plop your dough bowl out onto a well-floured work surface and divide into 8 equal parts. Roll them back into little bowl shapes, then give them a push down so you don't end up with perfect spheres. Cover and leave to rise on the counter for a further 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, and we can see that our dough balls have risen ever so slightly. We're going to brush them down with a beaten egg. I only did half of them here as kind of an experiment. I don't know why, I knew what was going to happen. The ones that didn't get the egg wash turned out shit. Then these guys are going into a 200 degree Celsius or 390 Fahrenheit oven for 12 minutes or until risen and golden. You can see the obvious mistake I've made here. I put the buns too close together and they synced. Okay, so now with the boring baking out of the way, we can get to the good stuff. Starting with caramelizing onion. Keep your onions moving for about 45 minutes. You can add water if you want to speed it up, but caramelizing onions is a slow process. Then onto a grill pan, we are going to add some char lines to our pineapple. I really wanted to use fresh pineapple for this, however, the part of Australia that grows our pineapples was unfortunately, at the time of shooting this, underwater. Crack an egg into a pan, season with salt, add a small amount of water before covering. Cooking our bacon until it is extra crispy. Smashing our burger patty that has been seasoned down with your smashing implement of choice. Flipping and topping with American cheese. Patching up any damaged corners and leaving until the cheese is nice and melted. Okay, well, all that done brings us now to assembly. So Onto an untoasted bun goes our burger sauce, which I made off screen. It consists of 2 parts mayonnaise, 1 part barbecue sauce, garlic powder, onion powder, and then some of the juice from the beetroot can. On top of that goes a layer of our beetroots. Because they're canned in water and sugar, I like to treat them like a pickle. Instead of shredded lettuce, we're going on with a triangle of lettuce. Then our tomato, followed by our burger, and I didn't see the pineapple go on there. All of our caramelized onions, 2 rashers of very crispy bacon, our fried egg, more burger sauce, I'm still not seeing the pineapple, and we pop the top on our burger with the lot. And we'll just take a moment to appreciate that egg squirt, which I'll never say that again, sorry. Look at this, it's a really good looking burger, but it's missing something. The pineapple isn't there. I ate this whole thing before I realized I'd forgotten the pineapple. So what are we going to do? We're going to make another one. There we go. Oh, I know I said I wouldn't say it, but that was a goddamn egg squirt. Now, did I eat it? Yeah, I did. I'm a pig.